you're missing all the fun, bro. This place is a fucking trip. It's totally familiar, but like dreamlike at the same time. The cobblestone streets, the velvet curtains in the sex windows, cyclists riding their 3 speeds in the crowds of pedestrians, silver mimes pop locking for spare change. The fucking Tim Burton movie or something. There's this homeless guy over by the Anne Frank Museum who I swear I've seen in the East Village. He wears a lab coat, pushes a duck around in a shopping cart. Same coat, same duck. Bits of electric tape in his beard. It's like some slightly reflected parallel reality.
It's the heroin.
What heroin? I haven't done any heroin.
No. Some guy in Paris told me there's this sect of addicts that rotates between the East Village, Zurich, and Amsterdam. They follow the good stuff around. This dealer supports their habit pro bono for talking the product up in the streets. He's revered as this total holy man.
Yeah, talk about direct marketing.
Yeah, so the guy with the duck, he probably is the same guy from the East Village.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, bits of electric tape in his beard. Used to hang out at the ATM by Banco Popular and quote Schopenhauer all the time. I think his name's Saigon.
Yes, Saigon, that's the guy. So fucking weird. I mean, makes the world feel so small. Migrating, marketeering junkies? Who would have thought? By the way, this is Christina. Christina, Matt.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So how is it out there?
Cold. It's weird, you don't feel it as much here.
Maybe you should lay off the space cakes.
I'm serious. Temperature-wise, it's as bad as New York, but it somehow feels milder. Even when the wind hits you, it's sort of soothing. So, how's the writing going?
It's going?
Matt is a playwright. I don't know how to say that in French. Langue de drama?
The dramatists. Is that right? The dramatists?
Yes, le dramatiste, l'acteur.
Christina's from Paris. She's been in Amsterdam for how long now? 5 years? Twas. Right. Before that, she lived in the Latin Quarter and worked at one of those Australian bars. Matt and I were freshman roommates in university. Christina is a singer.
Oh, cool. What kind of stuff do you sing?
Nina Simone, Saravanan, Billie Holiday, Judy Garland.
Yeah, back in Paris, she had this weekly cabaret gig at this place called, what was it called again?
Paris Magouz? Paris Magouz?
Oh, say it again.
Paris Magouz.
Oh.
I know.
You do?
Yeah, we walked past it like 4 times last week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we went in for a minute, but you wouldn't stay because you said it looked seedy. Dark floorboards, inch wooden booths, old lady with bad teeth.
Right. Paulie won a crack pipe Magoo's, where they scout you if you're over 5'6" and exhibit even the slightest modicum of North American decency. Excusez-moi, je need to faire pipi.
It's so weird. Everyone here sounds like they're from Madison, Wisconsin. You must meet a lot of annoying Americans. I mean, you blow into town, smoke all your pot, drink all your Heineken, you must get like, merde! Cool the frat boys, c'est moi ça, Montaigne.
May I have a cigarette?
Yeah, sure. Oh no, I don't. I'm sort of a part-time smoker. I ran out, but Dave should have some. He just bought a whole carton of Camel Lights at the duty-free at KFC. JFK. Soft packs, I think they were. So, you're really pretty.
Thank you.
Sure. No problem.
Shall we?
I better not.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I really shouldn't. I'm still taking these antibiotics. I got this infection like a month and a half ago back in New York. It's bacteria strain in my intestines.
Yeah, Matty Boy was in pretty bad shape for a minute there.
Yeah, I couldn't keep anything down. I lost a bunch of weight. It's this thing called giardia. You get it from drinking fecal water. That's water that's been infected by. Yeah, right. Most people get it camping. I got it at the restaurant on East 4th Street. So.
It's also known as beaver fever. Every time I hear that, I imagine fecal beavers. Like this giant fleet of beavers on these schooner-sized turds in some glacial lake. Like, I also imagine beavers actually made out of feces, like sculpted or whatever. Yeah. And of course, then there's the classic adolescent poontang thing, beaver fever. Like hundreds of undergraduate males going apeshit for pussy. Like needing it so bad they have an actual fever. Can't you just see it? Overcrowded infirmaries, campus-wide sedation, 22-year-old, undeclared, blue-balled males moaning into the night like cows.
Cows?
Yeah, cows. Boob milk. Actually, when you come to think of it, the whole fecal beaver fever thing doesn't make much sense, because fecal and fever aren't exactly what you call smoking homonyms. You probably have no idea what it just said, do you?
Yeah, that was pretty layered.
What is beaver?
Love frog chicks. The accent, the intrigue.
A beaver is this like hefty aquatic rodent with bucking.
Picture extra large sewer rat with a canoe oar sticking out of its ass. Yo 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 yo. Smoking in Amsterdam. 2 guys and a girl. God, aren't frog chicks cool when they smoke? I mean, we Americans smoke like we have glaucoma, our eyelashes are on fucking fire or some shit, but frogs. It's like this aperitif or this preamble to sex or something.
Oh, by the way, can Christina have a cigarette?
What are you, her handler?
No.
Did I miss the telekinetic interplay?
She asked me for a cigarette when we were in the bathroom.
But what?
What?
You said.
I didn't say but.
I know you didn't, but you wanted to. But what?
Nothing.
Something happened while I was in the bathroom?
Nothing happened.
Really?
Nothing happened. Forget
You sure nothing happened while I was in the
it.
bathroom?
Davis, chill.
Christina?
Nothing fucking happened. She asked for a cigarette. I didn't have one.
Because you don't
Oh,
smoke.
just drop it. Okay, fucker?
Would you like a cigarette?
You look like a walrus.
What?
Nothing.
What's so funny?
Just to keep holding on to that belt like you're gonna...
Gonna what?
I just think Christina and I should be prepared if there's gonna be some sort of spontaneous flogging ritual. So, what were we talking about before?
Oh, my giardia.
Right. Matt's giardia. Shall we continue to pursue that scatological subject matter? No pun intended. Or opt for a new theme?
Where's the pun?
What?
Well, you said no pun intended.
I actually said no pun intended, wink wink.
Right, I guess I missed the pun.
Subject matter.
I don't get it.
Think about it, Herr Wunderkind. There's subject matter, and then there's the matter that's been napalming out of your anus for the past 6 weeks. Get it?
I do.
Makes sense?
It does. Witty.
Yeah, IQs are skyrocketing all around.
Has your health improved?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much cleared up, so there's no more,
Septic disasters,
right.
exploding green feces.
Thanks, Davis.
You really should have seen it, Christina. The violent, verdant volume that this skinny fucker could
You're
produce.
being an ass.
What?
Violent, verdant volume?
No, thank you. I'm very stoned.
Good. She's so pretty, isn't she, Matt?
Very much so. Actually, yes. I guess my point is that I'm still taking these antibiotics, so I'm not supposed to drink or do any drugs.
Dude, I totally get how no drinking, but like, how is smoking pot gonna mess with the antibiotics in some sort of weird way? If anything, it's probably good for the nausea.
I know, I just...
What? The little instructions on the pharmacy say no barbiturates and no alcohol?
I'd rather not risk it.
Pot is technically a hallucinogen anyway, right?
Next
you know
subject.
hallucinogen?
Please.
Le cheveux d'amour.
Cheval.
Cheveux, cheval, what's the difference?
Actually, cheval means hair, and cheval means horse. Based on your little performance, I think it's safe bet to say that what you were intending to say was the horse of love, and not the hair of love.
And what if I wanted to say the hairy horse of love? Christina, Matt here can read Latin, and he can quote Robert Frost poems and the various statutes of Aristotelian poetics. And his SAT scores were just off the fucking charts.
So, what is your drama about?
It's about a young train engineer, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what that means?
yes.
Oh, cool.
Well, tell her more.
You really want to know.
I'm curious, yes.
S'il vous plaît, mon champignon, mon fromage, mon
Davis.
canard.
Shut up. It's about this rookie train engineer. On his first time out, in front of this huge freight line hauling some like environmentally toxic combustible fuel, his 69 Buick Electra 225 stalls on the tracks ahead of him. And he puts the train into emergency, but it takes like a mile and a half to stop a freight train because of all the impending megatonnage. So the young engineer hits the car, which is populated by a family of 4. And the Buick is completely severed in half, and a young mother and her infant daughter who are in the back seat are killed instantly, just like blown to pollen. And the father and the little boy live. The father's unscratched, the boy just barely makes it. And years later, through a series of letters, the young engineer contacts the father, posing as this like generic representative of the railroad. And the little boy is like 7 now, but he's a mental vegetable because of the accident. And after like the engineer contacts him for a while and they correspond, he road trips to their home in Pittsburgh, and he gives the father some money. And the father takes it. And after like half a dozen or so Yinglings, that's a local Pittsburgh beer, the engineer confesses his true identity. And there's a couple awkward moments, but after that, they make peace. And the young engineer asks if there's anything else he can do to help, and the father asks him to kill his son. Well, to like remove his oxygen mask, because sometimes at night the boy forgets how to sleep how to breathe when he's sleeping because of like these like cognitive malfunctions or whatever. The engineer does it. He removes the mask and he kills the boy.
Dark fucker. Tell her the title.
Well, it's called Speckled Birds, but I'm not really married to it yet. I was thinking about calling it Roundhouse Winter. A roundhouse is this like donut-shaped depot thing that they use to house and switch locomotives. Did that whole thing just make any sense? I didn't speak too fast?
No, I understood.
Oh, cool. Sometimes I speak too fast.
Yeah, when Matt was a kid, he stammered.
When Davis was a sophomore in college, he got busted masturbating in the basement of the reference library with a pair of women's pantyhose noosed around his neck.
Yeah, you like half pass out once you start blowing your load. It's pretty fucking groovy. I recommend trying it sometime.
Your drama sounds very sad.
Yeah, it's sort of a tragedy.
Yeah, what's your main character's name again? Halifax?
Hallex.
Right. Hallex. How do you spell that?
Hallux. Do you have a problem with it?
I don't know. Hallex the Railroad Man sounds sort of made up or something.
It's not made up.
Oh, is it a real name?
Well, it's not like Larry, but it's a word.
It is.
Yeah.
And its origins?
Latin.
And it means?
It means ankle.
Sure about that?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Like, sprain your ankle.
Like the Chancellor of Dickville broke his ankle sticking his foot in his mouth. Yeah.
I don't know, Matt.
Well, what does it mean?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it means big toe.
Big toe.
Yeah, big toe.
Like he stubbed his big toe, big toe.
Like the mayor of Spermtown had a hard time removing his big toe from his recently ravaged ass. Yeah. embarrass you in front of Christina or anything.
I think I'll take my chances.
Christina, Matt here is what we would call, in the world of letters, a wordsmith, a lover of language. He's a bit of a pedant too, but we'll talk about that at our next Cultural Enrichment Summit. The truth is, he's a damn good playwright. Outside of a small, vaguely attended week-long showcase at this place called La Mama that feels more like a community center for recovering glue huffers than an actual theater, he hasn't had a show, bless his heart. But he keeps plugging away, old Sisyphus himself.
Sisyphus!
Pushing that rock. But there's a light at the end of the Hershey Highway, as he recently got an award for being burgeoning or something. What was it called again? Why? Don't what?
Just don't.
Come on, nerd. Brag a little.
He loves doing this.
You got an award for being burgeoning. You got paid like 10 grand. Own that shit.
On your ass, butt fucker.
Oh, we shan't go there, shan't we?
It's called the Hayden Gray Tharp Award for Emerging Playwrights. That's emerging, not burgeoning. Thank you.
Matty Boy here's been emerging for so long he thinks he set some sort of record. He's like the Olympic gold medalist for emerging playwrights. But we shall overcome, as they say.
Very much like the title of your play.
Yeah.
Speckled
Birds. It's kind of like a double entendre.
Double entendre.
You see, the windshield of any train engine hits a lot of birds, which causes a lot of spots, or like speckles. And I know that doesn't like totally make sense because the title would suggest that the birds are actually speckled. So speckled is a descriptive qualifier. So, but I'm not too worried about it. And it's also what they call this amphetamine that train engine workers use to like stay awake. Amphetamine. But that's only referred to in the singular, speckled bird.
Why don't you just call it Hallux, space, the tragic ode of a young everyman's first day on the railroad?
Why don't you just shut your mouth and spare us the manure slide?
Oh, Red Rovo, send Matty right over. Damn bastard! Your tiger style is no good here. Tap out. Come on, tap out. Christina, I keep getting Matt here to try to cross back into fiction, but he insists on slumming in the theater like some sort of third-class peasant. In university, he was a damn good short story writer. He was like a young Raymond Carver.
I can't stand Raymond Carver.
Oh, that's right. You're one of those Henry Miller hoes.
Miller was a genius. Carver was all craft and no substance.
I'm sorry, but Carver could have written Miller under the table any day of the week.
What, like, ready, set, right?
Like pound for pound, Carver was a better writer, period.
The biggest difference between Carver and Miller, aside from Carver's obvious lack of style passing off as minimalism, was that Carver was a writer. Miller was an author.
Yeah, a goblet spit and all that. How fucking sexy.
Davis, in 20 years, they're going to forget all about Raymond Carver and his little tales of suburban paralysis. And 120 years later, in some Parisian basement along the Seine, there's going to be an anti-capitalist literary preservationist group binding Henry Miller Bibles with threads spun from the intestines of poets. Hand sewing the spines, knitting every signature, and each completed volume will be anointed like a sacrament. No one could juxtapose the decaying grace of our humanity better, the fury and the joy. Miller, he could turn sewage into poetry. His writing was ecstatic. You could just feel the velocity with which he wrote, just flying across the page. Carver wrote constipated, mediocre claptrap from the kitchen table of his suburban home.
So Carver was constipated. What does that make Miller, the literary equivalent of Giardia?
I just love how these young editors pick their first acquisition out of the slush pile and all of a sudden they think they're Maxwell fucking Perkins.
Hey, that novel I picked out of the slush pile hasn't done too badly. You even liked it, Mr. Literary fucking Litmus Test.
Yeah, I'll admit, it's a good novel.
The other day you said it was a great work of art.
Did I?
Christina, God of frogs, strike me as I'm sitting here. In a rare moment of artistic armistice on the platform of the Gare du Nord, while you're waiting for the train to board to your lovely Amsterdam, Matty Boy here turned to me and said that the novel that I acquired for my company out of the slush pile was a great work of art. Not a great story or composition or novel, a great work of art.
I just said it so you'd help pay for my train.
Bullshit, you know you love that book.
I'll admit, it's a good novel. You did some excellent work on it, Davis. You made the cover page and everything. I'm sure our brothers and sisters at Brown University are just very proud.
It won't open. Think they actually nailed them shut. Tune in next week, ladies and gentlemen, when our 152-pound lactose-intolerant hero throws a Barcelona chair through the window of his hotel room. Will he ever be able to free himself from the clutches of despair? Will he ever be able to escape his own noisome body odor and gastrointestinal impediments? Don't miss our next exciting episode. And commercial. What about you, Christina? Who's your favorite scribe?
What is right?
Writer.
I'm very much like this Harry Potter person.
Of course you do.
He is exceptionally intelligent and very handsome.
Well, what do you know? Frogs love Harry Potter too. They weren't even interested in one of the most celebrated new literary novels of last year, but they get their panties in a bottle for Harry fucking Potter. That's so, I don't know, reverse xenophobic?
Well, that doesn't even make any sense.
Why not?
Because J.K. Rowling isn't American.
She's not?
No.
Well, where's she from? Nova Scotia?
She's English.
Well, I say amen to Harry fucking Potter. And I would say it in Frog if I knew how to say it.
Tu es un poisson salope.
What does that mean?
Nothing. It's what you said about Harry Potter.
You ever read any Henry Miller, Christina?
Yes.
In Frog or American?
In English, he's very popular on Paris.
Oh, which one did you read?
Chocolate cancer?
Did you like it?
I liked it very much, yeah.
You ever read any Raymond Carver?
I do not know who this person is.
My point exactly. The rest of the world thinks he's provincial.
Please excuse me for a moment.
So, what do you think?
About what?
About Christina.
She's nice.
That's it? She's nice?
I like her.
Fucking beautiful, bro.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, 150 fucking euros pretty.
Euros, what is that? Is that like Funyuns?
You're still up for this, right?
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Don't sound too excited.
No. It's just,
What? Don't start this shit again. You okay? Look, Matt, you need this. You sure you're okay?
yes.
She's not even want to touch you if you're blubbering all over yourself. Frog chicks don't like that shit.
Stop calling her a frog.
She knows I'm kidding. She likes it. If you start crying again, I'm gonna kick your ass. You're 30 years old and you're gonna fucking do this, so stop feeling sorry for yourself and get your shit together. By the way, she shaves her pussy.
She does?
Clean as a car seat.
How do you know?
Because I know. She showed it to me.
Why?
It's what they do to assure their clientele that they don't have like venereal warts or yeast or whatever.
Did you mess around?
We made out.
Made out.
Yeah, so what?
Jesus.
Jesus, what?
Nothing. Forget it.
I had to earn her trust. She wouldn't come back with me unless I proved I didn't have dubious intentions.
So you made out?
Yeah, we French kissed. With tongue and such. I felt her up a little too.
Like her tits?
Yeah, her tits.
Are you gonna tell Sarah?
This has nothing to do with Sarah. Why, are you?
Of course not. It's just,
What?
well, you're kind of engaged.
What, are you judging me now?
No.
Good. That would suck, you holy disciple of Henry Miller.
I'm not judging you.
Good. Just remember, he that casts the first stone.
So she shaves it.
She does indeed, my skinny white brother.
And you like that?
Yeah, I do. It's like a cold cut or something.
So you made out, and like felt her up, like where? Like one of those like display windows?
She closed the curtain.
Sounds like an oversized terrarium.
It was a small room, shag carpeting, queen-size bed, mirror ball hanging from the ceiling, space heater to the left, portable cassette player on the headboard.
Music.
She played weights.
Bowling machine?
Small change.
Good album.
It's a great fucking album, and she's a great fucking girl. She was the best looking one in all the windows.
Alright, so what, you just walked up to her?
No, she called me over.
Like over a PA?
She beckoned me.
How?
She waved.
Wow.
I know, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. I mean, I really felt like she was singling me out. Like, don't get me wrong, I know she probably does that to hundreds of people every day, but she really made me feel special. And that's how she'll be for you too. She'll make you feel special. Just wait until you get those legs wrapped around you.
Does she know,
What? Why she's here?
yeah,
Of course she does. I told her, we talked about it.
she probably thinks I'm some kind of a freak.
I told her you were shy. Frog chicks dig shy. She likes you, I can tell.
You really think so?
Yeah, you should have seen the way she was looking at you.
Wow.
And you were talking about your play, and that loaf of shit about Henry Miller. She was all over it.
Really?
I swear.
So what? So you'll just like leave?
Yeah, I'll leave. She'll be all yours.
Where are you gonna go?
Probably go to Cafe Space Cake. Eat a Flugenflagen. Gaze at the architecture.
Was she,
What? A good kisser?
yeah.
She's fucking solid, bro. I mean, I didn't see fireworks or anything, but she's legit. Wait until you see her body. Perfect tits, dominant legs, heart-shaped ass, no weird moles or anything, too. She tried jerking me off, but I couldn't get it up.
So she felt you up too.
Yeah, a little.
Well, why couldn't you get it up?
I don't know. It was probably the combination of all the shrooming and the fact that you were going to be with her. I don't know. I wanted her to be fresh for you or something. Besides, she wanted to put this like 3-ply industrial strength condom on me. It would have been like getting a massage in a snowmobile suit. But she's feral, bro.
Really?
Yeah, as in ferocious. I mean, I felt bad. After I couldn't get it up, she felt so bad, she tried to give me my money back.
You didn't take it, did you?
Of course not. I let her teabag my nuts for a few minutes. She felt better after that.
You bagged your nuts.
That actually felt great. And like I said before, it was very poussillonnant. Because like I said, I was trying to prepare her for you. So in some sort of weird way, it was like you were teabagging my nuts.
So she's like really into this.
She's a fucking pro. But she's not insensitive. She really knows the value of a job well done. Like, for example, while she was
Teabagging your nuts?
yeah, exactly. While she was teabagging my nuts, she started meowing.
Come on.
I swear you, Matt, she meowed.
Like a cat?
No, like a fucking hammerhead shark. Of course, like a cat.
That's weird.
Yeah,
But like in a good way.
in a totally good way.
She really is pretty.
Stop pacing, you're gonna throw out your back. Jettison that pen, man. sure you don't want to hit this? It's incredible. What the fuck is she doing in there? Retiling? Alright, so here's the plan. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes, just to make sure everything's on the up and up. And then at the appropriate moment, I will take my graceful exit and leave you two alone. So everything's cool, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's cool. Do you have any, like, gum?
Why, does your breath stink?
Well, my mouth kind of tastes funny.
Breathe on me.
What?
Just breathe on me.
No, that's weird.
Come on, I'll tell you if you have bad breath. You're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, just make sure to brush your teeth before the fireworks begin. Wow. We were wondering what was taking you so long.
If you will allow me, I would like to sing you a song.
Like a song?
Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
Put your blue lights on the piano. In the time that it takes to move your body, in the time that it takes to lure you home, I'll find a willow tree and sleep beneath its branches, and in its bark I'll carve my heart's most private poems. 30 years shall I require to pick the lemons, 30 more to draw the flowers from the grove. A drop of vodka from the soil of ancient Russia, a pinch of sea salt from the shores of our lost cove. It's a long way to the bottom of the ocean. The lonely mermaid brings a starfish through her hair. Her sailor drowned 12 years ago near Zaragoza, and counting oysters never soothed her slow despair. It's the pearl that I long for, the pearl that I long for, the pearl that I long to hold near. It's the pearl that I long for, the pearl that I long for, the pearl that I long for, my dear.
That fucking rocked!
Thank you.
Whose tune is that?
One of my own.
You composed that?
I composed a couple of pianos, probably blues.
I say we call up Interscope, get her a record
It was
contract,
a
right, man?
beautiful song, Christina.
Yeah, great stuff. I mean, I really dig it. I don't really know what it's about as the imagery starts to jump and the themes kind of blur a bit, but I really dig it.
It's about
Unrequited love.
Unrequited love, yes.
Huh. It's funny. I didn't get that. No, don't be. Just add a line or two to underscore your subject matter. I'm a firm believer in organizing the information so the audience is like in on it. Rome wasn't built in a daycare center, right?
Did you write that song in English?
I did, yes.
Because the lyrics are.
Yeah, the lyrics, the phrasing, the imagery.
Yeah, it's totally surreal, especially like the deep sea stuff, the mermaids and the oysters and all that, starting at this like spinal love column and like working your way down to the bottom of the ocean, just a really cool journey.
Fantastic work.
Yeah, and I really liked the rhyme scheme too. Home and poem, hair and despair, and that off-rhyme coupling of ocean and Zaragoza. It's very subtle, but affecting. And
Yeah, oh, what a voice. It's like a Paula Abdul meets Coretta Scott King or some shit.
you have a beautiful voice, Christina.
Thank you.
Well, Boys and girls, this bad little camper is gonna go hunting for a few hours of a quote-unquote Amsterdamage. Give her as many as she'd like. Madame, it was very nice meeting you, Christina. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Davis?
Oh, fuck me. Did I forget to pay you?
No, you paid.
You want American dollars instead of euros?
I was wondering if I could have your address in New York.
Why? Are you gonna invoice me for add-ons?
I want to send you something.
Oh. What?
My music. I have a CD from Paris.
Cool. Yeah, sure thing. Hallux. It's a noun. And it reads, and I quote, the inner or first digit on the hind foot of a mammal. In man, the big toe. Lambskin. Bonsoir then.
Goodbye. It was so stupid.
Oh,
It was humiliating.
what? Your song? No, it was beautiful. Really.
When he came to visit me, he was so nice. And just now, he was so...
Asshole-ish.
Yes! When we were together, he was so gentle.
Yeah. Davis mentioned you guys, messed around.
Yes?
What did you do, if you don't mind me asking?
We made love.
Oh, you made love.
Yes, is that bad?
No, it's just weird.
Why?
No reason. How many times, if you don't mind me asking?
3 times.
You paid for 3 times.
We paid for 1, but I could not bring him to orgasm, so I gave him 2 more sessions for free.
Oh. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Now, I know that this is not a court of law or anything, but if he didn't come, how could you, like, demarcate between the sessions?
What do you...
Demarcate, to mark, to tell the difference between
Because I orgasmed.
3 times?
Yes?
Must have been pretty special.
It was strange. We got very close. We talked. We told each other things.
Like what?
Personal things, not in my life, about his life, about his sadness.
His sadness?
Yes, David possesses very much melancholy. We talked about his mother, the treatments, the cancer.
His mother, the treatments, the cancer, really?
Yes.
So let me get this straight. You guys quote unquote made love 3 times.
I wanted 4, but he would not stop talking about you.
What did he say?
How important you are to him. How he felt strange making love because he wanted to introduce me to you. He cared about you very much.
No doubt. So, are you like all smitten with him now?
What is smitten?
Love. Are you in love with him?
I don't know. Just now when he left, I felt like I would never see him again. It made me feel very sad.
Well, you probably won't. See him again, I mean? Listen, Christina, as like a human being or whatever, I feel like I have to tell you something, and this is not intended to burst your bubble or like cock block him, because he really is like a brother to me, but Davis's mother is alive and well. She actually teaches comparative literature at Brandeis. And regarding his melancholy, the only angstrom of quote-unquote sadness that I've ever been privy to is when he cried because he wasn't named a Rhodes Scholar. What's that? Davis give this to you?
It is very beautiful.
Yeah. He bought this at a souvenir shop outside of the train station in Paris.
I was very moved to receive it.
I'm sure.
I wish to someday go to New York.
Well, you should come visit. So, regarding this like whole thing, we don't have to do anything if you don't want. I'm sure that you're pretty upset right now, and I don't want you to feel like
No,
obligated.
it's okay.
to,
I want to be with you.
Well, I can't guarantee you orgasming in triple yet.
That's not important.
More water?
No, thank you.
Another cigarette? So, but before we continue, there's something I have to say, and I might just be totally off base here.
What?
You're not French, are you? I mean, you might be, right? But I'm also like totally sure that you're this like really talented imposter, so you can like drop the routine. I'm not gonna tell anybody. I mean, your accent is just spot on, perfect, and your supposed ignorance of some words in the English language is just very subtle and authentic, i.e. your reported lack of knowledge about scribe and demarcate and smitten. But you kind of lost it there for a minute when you sang. Don't get me wrong, your song really was affecting and beautiful, and you got this like really mellifluous voice, but for a moment or two there, you suddenly sounded really Midwestern. I'm from Illinois, so I have this like this Plains River Valley superpower. And if you want to just continue in character or whatever, that's absolutely fine too.
Hello? Wait. Wait. No. No.
Who was that?
Albert.
Your boyfriend?
My husband.
Married?
He's gay. He lives in Paris.
So did you get like paid a lot of money to marry him, or
Enough to buy an apartment here. He has dual citizenship.
how often do you see him?
We spend about 6 months of the year together. We go to art openings and fancy dinners and cocktail parties and hold hands and rub noses and just put on a show for his
What
colleagues.
does he do?
He's a lawyer.
You met him in Paris?
I was performing at a bar. He sent a note after my set. He was hot, dressed well, smoked Nat Shermans. So we started hanging out, but it was weird. I totally thought he was straight, but we never slept together. 2 weeks later, he made the offer. His lover stopped by at the end of the meeting. We shook hands. It was all business.
So what happens if you like happens if
What happens if what?
what happens if you meet someone?
Well, I meet people every day.
Yeah. But like what happened with Davis?
It doesn't happen.
Right. So where are you from anyway?
Baltimore.
I would have said like Green Bay or something.
My parents are from Madison. We moved to the East Coast when I was 7.
Why the facade?
I don't know. It's easier somehow.
For your job?
It's just easier.
So this is pretty weird.
Why?
I don't know. You were doing this like whole like character thing, you know, mysterious French ingenue, and and now like the stage doors open and you're suddenly like kind of normal.
If you want me to go, I can go.
No, stay. So, how'd you wind up in Paris?
I was in school and I did a semester abroad and I never came back.
What were you studying?
Theater?
So you're an actress.
I was, yes.
Where were you going to school?
Bar?
Oh, what year did you go abroad?
I was a sophomore.
You were young. What was the last play that you did?
Fucking Oklahoma. But it was pretty experimental. We set in this like small engine repair shop and all the townspeople were like, our machine. So Davis works in book publishing?
Yeah. He recently became this like hot shit editor. He found this book in the slush pile. It's a total random discovery, and it got all these rave reviews and was named the New York Times notable book. And he got promoted pretty quick after that. And now he's on this like fast track. He's probably gonna have his own imprint by the time he's 35. You know, if you want, I can totally go get him for you. He's probably at that cafe with all the foosball tables. In college, he used to play people for money. He even beat them 2-on-1. He's a hell of a dart player too. The guy's got the genes from this like super race. He's got a hell of an apartment in the East Village too. It's got east-west exposure, brick walls, flower pots in every windowsill, and a Bowflex. I'm gonna go get him for you.
Hey, stop acting like him. You're doing much better as yourself.
Right.
So Davis tells me it's been a while since you've been in that one.
Yeah. It's been a while. 3 years. 3.5.
Why?
I don't know. I was sort of in love with this girl. We were living together. She met some guy, moved out. I guess I took it pretty hard. Depression set in. I stopped doing my laundry, drank a lot of Robitussin. I got addicted to online bridge. And I guess I sort of just lost my confidence after that. Davis would try to set me up with people, but nothing ever felt right, you know? For a while, he actually thought I was gay.
Are you?
What, gay? No way. At least I don't think I am.
Oh, you're a bit of a man.
In high school, I had the strongest crush on the captain of my high school football team.
Really?
That was a joke.
Well, maybe you could explore it.
No. I mean, I totally prefer women. Like, right now, I'm looking at you, and I'm just like totally balls to the wall attracted to you.
But
There's no but, really. I guess I just, I don't know what it is.
can you get an erection?
But
Are you impotent?
a perfectly legitimate question, Christina.
Mhm.
Check it out. I get these like totally ferocious morning boners every day.
What's her name?
So the girl I was in, her name was Sarah, and we were going out for like 2.5 years. Lived together for a few months, and then things got weird.
How do things get weird?
I don't know. They just did. If you want to know the truth, she sort of fell in love with Davis, and now they're together. And it was weird for a while, but it's cool now.
Are you still in love with her?
Who? Sarah? No, she's a fucking cunt.
Or they?
Yeah, they are. They're sort of perfect for each other. He actually bought that snow globe for her because of the skyline. It's like the post-September 11th version. Oh, no, it's really hard to get post-September 11th stuff, like new skyline in New York. I mean, you can get like a t-shirt or like a keychain or something, but they've all got these like images of the towers or like beams of light where they're supposed to be or whatever. He's not who you think he is, Christina. And whatever happened between the two of you, it wasn't real. And I know that probably sucks to hear.
So, how many women have you been with?
Not many, actually.
Are you a virgin?
No. Staggeringly low number of women. 2, to be exact.
Where were they?
Well, I was with Sarah. You know, a lot, just like every day. And some girl in college who liked this haiku I wrote about a pair of pajamas.
Come here.
What do you mean?
I mean, come here. Sit next to me.
Like join you on the bed?
Yeah.
Mattresses are pretty firm. Good for bouncing.
Kiss me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because this is just some kind of like pity the nerd exercise, and is that okay?
Where's my?
What was my breath? Because I could.
Your
go.
breath is.
Cool. Can I kiss you again?
You want to?
Yes.
Do it.
That is a really excellent dress. It's very flattering, etc.
The knot gets stuck at the top. Can you help me?
Sure. I feel like I should tell you a couple things.
What?
I'm an insomniac. I haven't slept in like over 6 weeks. And tonight I was going to kill myself.
Open your eyes. Why?
I don't know. I was just sitting in the chair and I wanted everything to stop. I used my belt. I actually had it rigged to a hook on the wall